Hi, we wanted to welcome you to our channel. This is going to be our first video and it's a movie review. We've decided to make this channel because my name's Madeline and
I'm Charlie.
Okay, and Charlie knows a whole lot about movies. I don't watch a lot of movies at all and don't know a lot about movies at all.
But both of our opinions are valid.
Exactly. So we decided to start making movie reviews to, one, get me to watch more movies because then there's a fun game afterwards, and two, because you got two different opinions.
That's true. And so thank you so much for listening and hope you enjoy our first video. We call it drive home videos.
Drive home, instant response. We don't talk about it.
Yeah. And this will contain spoilers, I must also say.
Tons of spoilers.
We're not allowed to start talking about the movie till we hit record. So thank you for listening. Goodbye.
You're almost there.
Oh,
Nearly. That was a 50 million point turn.
sorry, brother. Is there a light?
We're not going to turn on the light in the car.
Why not? When we're filming.
Okay.
This is our first video. We just saw Hamnet, the latest movie by Chloe Zhao, who directed Nomadland. Stars Paul Mescal and I don't remember the actress's name.
She's also related to Shakespeare.
Yes, Shakespeare's wife. I liked it quite a lot, actually. I was a little bit lost at first.
I was confused at the beginning.
So, like, what the story was actually kind of about, I guess. And what was the film about, trying to, like, get at, in a way.
Yeah.
And then it came together for me at the end. I thought the end was actually with the play, and I thought that was very moving.
Okay.
So what did you think? Did you like it, Madeline?
I was confused at the beginning. I thought that it moved really, really, really fast at the beginning. Like, when they met and then kissed, I was like, I felt like it was too fast at first. Because it was just like, it didn't feel realistic to me.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what? They don't know each other and then they just kissed?
Yeah, especially like in those times, like it was a little confusing.
Exactly. And then, like, when they first started speaking, I couldn't, like the language was like kind of Shakespeare-y, but not completely.
Yeah.
So then I was like, wait, is this Shakespeare? Is this like a Shakespeare play? No, that's honestly what I thought. Like when they first started talking, it was like, it was a little, like the whole language throughout the whole thing was like a bit broken. Do you get that? It wasn't like normal language. They weren't speaking like we speak right now.
No, but it was also like, it also takes place in the 16th century.
But I feel like even in the 16th century they spoke more fluently. Like it sounded like a Shakespeare play. Well, okay, but overall I liked it once I got into it.
Yeah.
Like once I got into what the film was about, then I was like, oh, this is dope, you know? But like it took me a while to like get into it. Like at first I felt like it was a play. Like it was like they were pretending to be in that time. Yeah. You know?
Right.
Like it was a little bit like not believable, but then once you got into it, and then you realized also that the whole movie, like their whole life moves pretty slow. Yeah. Then I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah. And really, I mean, I think, what did you think the movie was about overall?
Witches.
Like, yeah, definitely.
Well, especially because well, when the baby was born and there was that weird dirt hole, I was like,
the dirt hole.
This is gonna be about witches. But it was a little bit witchy.
There definitely was like some supernatural elements to it, but I think that was more about like fate and stuff like that. Like what I don't know, somehow she had foreseen that she was gonna be destined to have
only two children.
One was gonna die.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I think threw me off though? I think that in the description it says the son died.
But just the IMDb, like,
the IMDb
summary or whatever said that something died.
Said the son died.
I really wish it didn't say that.
And it's like, so then you know the son died.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I know what happens.
I really wish that thing had happened.
I know.
But overall, going back to what I think the movie is actually about is grief, probably. I mean, the idea of losing child and the heartbreak that comes from that. That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I thought that, in a way, it was about, it felt to me at least, I don't know if the movie was actually going for this, but it made me think about the, like, incredible kind of connecting power of grief and sort of like this human shared experience. Like, the movie, for the huge first part of it, doesn't, you know, Shakespeare's the main character, but it doesn't even say his name until like towards the end.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even focus on him as like a glamorous playwright. He's just like a person, and the grief that happens to him and his family, it focuses more on his wife and things like that. And I think that it really humanizes him and humanized people even in that time, to think about losing your child to, which I think was the plague.
Yeah.
Losing a child is like this, you know, it's this unspeakable grief, and I found myself kind of connecting to just Shakespeare as a person who's a bit of like a mythical figure in our time, and it was very humanizing.
Needing to focus on like the work, kind of like
and that's how he processed the grief, and then her finally understanding him
at the very end.
At the end, how he actually processed it. I mean, I thought that was incredibly beautiful, and I thought everyone reaching out to Hamlet, who's, you know, the person who was written about, and I think that the movie being called Hamnet is actually very appropriate, because it's like Hamnet was the person, and that's what the movie focuses on. Well, Hamlet is the character that Shakespeare used to kind of like move through his grief and has touched countless people, because, you know, through the art of it, and all the people reaching out felt to me like this big human connection moment at the end. So that was actually very interesting.
Definitely. And it also, though, plays on the role of grief separating people. Because, like, before she sees his processing, she's like, we're basically like,
you're not
together, like we're not aligning,
and you're not grieving, and you weren't there, and you actually don't know what it was like for me,
which is like is sad, because in a lot of situations the spouse or other person doesn't get to see the play, you know, doesn't get to see that ending, so they just so it does break them up, because they don't know how that other person is grieving.
Yeah, totally.
You know, so I thought the scene of the kid dying is like heart-wrenching, you know.
Yeah, that was really
like
heartbreaking.
It's like, but it's just like so unbelievably like sad.
Oh yeah, it just like made my heart drop, you know. You just like, holy shit.
Exactly.
And I thought all the kid actors were really great.
Yeah.
I thought he did especially a good job.
But even as like a twin, as like me being a twin, when he was like, oh, trade places, I was like, oh my god, I can't even imagine. But like one thing though that I must say I still struggled with, I do not understand Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I don't understand the words. Like, even when we were reading it in school and stuff,
it's hard.
It's like really it doesn't understand. In the whole theater portion, I was like, oh, I don't know what's happening.
I know, the thing with Shakespeare is almost like you need to know what they're saying before they say it, and then like once you actually know what they're going to say, then the way that they say it just becomes sort of beautiful, and you can kind of be on board for it. Like I do like Shakespeare, but it's not like when I read it I just like instantly understand. It's only because I already know the story of Hamlet, and the scenes that they were showing were things that have been shown before and stuff like that.
Well,
so I knew what was happening, and then from there, I don't understand every line, but for me, I absorb enough that it becomes very beautiful and meaningful and stuff like that, you know.
That makes sense. That does make sense. I was thinking,
what you're saying.
well, so because I literally don't know the story of Hamlet like at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Right.
Like nothing, which I felt like while I was watching that, I need to learn more.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a very, very beautiful movie. I was feeling like very emotional the whole time.
Yeah.
And I loved the kids, and I loved when they were all a family, and they loved each other so much, and they were
like the heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You know,
and when
they did a really good job.
Yeah. Yeah. And when they were playing in the field, you know, and like the kids were running and the mom was running.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
And then the son's like relationship with the dad, you could tell they were like building something super special.
yeah,
And
they
it's
were.
like
and I
they're
thought
two boys.
That was very touching to me. Definitely. I was like, there's something about that father-son kind of thing, which is a love that's very supposed to be kind of. It's less like. It's not conveyed as clearly, but just the words of like you're going to be brave, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's very father-son in a classic way that was moving to me. Yeah, I thought, but I liked it way more at the end than I thought I was going to in the first 20 minutes, is what I would also say. Like after the first 20 minutes, I was a bit like, I don't know how I'm vibing with this, and then at the very end, I was like, okay, this actually all came together in a very pretty way. All right, Madeline, give us your 1 out of 10 score.
1 out of 10. Okay.
Or 1 to 10.
Because I didn't see Hamlet in the past. I don't know what the play Hamlet's about, and therefore the ending didn't give me like the joyous moment that I was like looking for. Like the beginning though gave me what I wanted. I just wish that I wish the end gave me a little bit like more understanding.
Yeah.
I would say a 7 out of 10 for me.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I would just say similar, but it was maybe an 8 for me.
Yeah.
7 or 8, just because I actually sort of struggled through the beginning without like their initial connection and things like that, and then
I was confused.
But then by the end really hit hard for me in a way that I wasn't anticipating. And the music at the end was very beautiful. Although it's funny, like that same song that they use is also the song they use in Arrival when they have like a similar montage of the main character's daughter dying.
Oh, really?
And so it's just kind of like a child dying montage song that is incredibly emotional and beautiful. So it reminded me of that, but it was also like
it's the exact same song.
Exact same song,
Crazy.
Exact same kind of thing, like child dying, parent understanding, that kind of thing. But yeah, probably a 7. I would actually say 7 out of 10. But I did like it more than I thought I would, and I really did like it. And I thought, all the performances were great. And they had a lot to do, the actors. Jennifer Buckley or something? Jessica Buckley?
She was great.
She was great.
And the husband.
Paul Mescal was also really good in it. So, all right. Well, thank you for listening to our first movie review, drive home movie reviews.
We're gonna be getting these going.
We're gonna be getting these going more and more, and so stay tuned for more reviews of your favorite movies. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.